So that, and then the women's football, obviously heavily into that now. We've been at Leicester, and we're doing well. Like I said, we're pushing for. We want to be up in the WSL1, and that's where it is, and that's where the club wants to be. When you started investing into that realm, you want to be at the top. You got the men second in the league at this moment in time, as of this recording. We're top. So as a club,
overall as a club, it's good times.
It looks good.
That is good times right now. Especially, I mean, I've got a lot of time for Brendan, man.
No, it's fabulous.
So much time for Brendan.
So let's touch on Brendan, mate. And it's
funny, yeah.
It's about
Liverpool,
Leicester. There's a little link up collection and what's not. I haven't personally. I think I bumped into him once.
Okay.
We never really had a conversation. We had a hello and what's not.
Yeah.
You've never worked with him.
No.
But obviously, with the Leicester, you probably see him here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah. He was at Watford.
A season. What's going on?
It was amazing, man. Like when he came in short period of time, and then he went on quickly to Reading.
Yeah.
So he left halfway through the season. But his philosophy immediately, he brought in Tom Cleverley, he brought in Henry Lansbury. He wanted to play football on the ground. Like we were watching Ball Boy, and it's so funny because we're used to, no disrespect to at that time, it was long football.
Yeah.
Down the channels, hold it up, get round. So it's like, all right, he come in, we're playing through the midfield all of a sudden. The man's like, what?
Yeah, what's this?
What? Like Cleverley's getting on the ball, knocking it, they're doing 1-2s, and he was just like, you could see from then on.
Everyone was buying into that philosophy.
Yeah. Because like he wanted a different style of play. So like, but as a person, he's one of those kind of people that when he speaks to you, he gives you his attention. It's not just kind of talking to you to just be nice. Like he genuinely come watch the youth team play. I got a chance to train with the first team with him, and it was just.
I think that is the touches that people don't understand, because he came from youth team football, and I think when you start working your way up through the ranks as well, you get a connection. Yeah. So you understand what these kids are coming through, or what they're actually having to do, who they are. He's clever. So he will, if he has you in the first team, he will know who your kids are, he will know who your parents are, he will know, and he'll have that personal touch. Julia had that as well.
Yeah, maybe you mentioned that.
And so he'll be having a conversation with you about the kids, having a conversation about that, and you having a full on, like you said, you have his attention.
Yeah.
And there's not many managers that can do that, and on a consistent basis as well, because I've been with managers that will be like that one day, then the next day will be like
slating.
Not he just won't talk to you.
Oh wow!
Literally walk past you in the corridor and not even say good morning and stuff like that.
We was hugging you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But for me, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. I don't get salty about anything like that. Yeah. But people will like.
Yeah, but overall, a teammate won't.
No, but that's what I mean. There's people and you can't do that to me. Get over it, will you?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm cool with that. But Brendan's not like that. And even at the end of as of this recording, Brighton, Leicester beat Brighton, and you see him coming off the pitch and he's talking to Lallana. And he's having a nice conversation with Lallana, and it could be football, it could be fun, whatever it is. You don't see too much of that.
Yeah.
And tell me one player that's got bad things to say about Brendan.
Not one. I don't know anyone personally.
See? And this is how many teams has he managed, players that he's been around. When you're looking at players who have actually progressed under his management, got better. Yeah, I've got nothing but great things, and I've heard so much good things about him.
He's such a great
taking Leicester from where they are. Let's go back. Let's take him to Celtic.
Yeah.
I know it kind of went a bit sour because he left. But up until then, God, at Celtic, I think if he'd have stayed till the end of the season, I think it was if he left during the season, till the end of the season, wouldn't have the problems. Like it's probably the sourness. Yeah, but
I know.
I think they still love him deep down.
I think it's one of those love-hate ones. It's like, Brendan, why'd you leave?
Why'd you leave? Yeah,
exactly. You can't. Regardless, it's just like a player, innit?
Yeah.
If they score that goal and that made your mate, you know, going back to, I always have to revert back to Liverpool because that's my team. But regardless, Origi gets his comments. his judgment, whatever. I don't care what no one says. He scored the winning goal, right, to get us into the final, and he scored in the final. He's already wrote his legendary status there in Liverpool, right? He can leave tomorrow. Regardless of this missed ball, doesn't work hard enough, we should have got that. But when he comes back to Anfield as another player for another team's player, he's getting a standing ovation.
Yeah, 100%.
Standing.
Then do you think he should leave then?
Right now, yes.
He won't
Because
he won't play.
no. It's just he's had his chances, and I really want him to. I want him to be. But we've had them. We've had the Bentekes. Yeah, he's kind of that sort of player. And you know, when he came to us, he I think Origi overall decent player. He's got some.
Do you know what it is as well? He gets limitations based off of being in that squad. Because you look at that squad, you look at the players, you're like,
I know.
And all that. But if he was at, let's say an Arsenal right now.
But you got to remember, how long's he been at Liverpool for?
It must be 3 years now.
Probably longer.
A bit longer.
Okay,
than that.
It's longer.
Yeah,
Wow.
And he was
So he was there before Klopp,
he was a young kid when he came.
Wow.
Yeah,
So what?
true.
So that's
How
what.
old he's what, 20? He'd be 25, 26 now. So
youngster.
So what was he? 19 when he came?
yeah, he was a young kid. He came back. I came off the back of did he come off the back of the Euros or something like that, or a World Cup?
I think it was. I think it was
yeah.
Euros or something.
And then he stayed on loan.
Yeah.
And then came. Now, has he improved? That's the question.
Don't say that.
No, I'm not. It happens. It happens. No, it happens. But the thing is, like you're saying, no one will have a bad word to say about him if he leaves and then comes back as another player, as another with another club. No one's got a bad word to say about him. Everyone will remember the goal again, like you're saying, in the final and in the semi-finals, etc.
Yeah, but
everyone will remember the Everton goal when come off the crossbar and headed it in.
Achievements.
Everyone will remember. They'll forget about all the things that they probably criticised him for.
Yeah.
They'll forget about that. But again, I think for him himself, I think he possibly needs to move on because at times you forget he's at the club.
I know what you mean, And
No,
for
you
the
can't be
age is that as well.
You can't be a forgotten man within football.
Yeah, he's not 31, 32.
No.
Like, he's a young man still.
Nah,
he needs to play
Prime.
Yeah.
He needs to play
Now.
football. But he's perfect for him to leave now. As I said, because if he does go in the next season or so, he's gonna go on, get a standing ovation from the club. He's achieved, so he can feel like, I've done something positive. So there's not that pressure initially to go somewhere.
No.
I've got to win
Yeah.
now.
Well, listen. At the end of the day, he's a Champions League winner, Premier League winner.
He's
So he's
He's got that.
His
things
CV
in there, he
his
can be like,
CV looks
I'm
his
decent.
decent,
CV is special. His CV is special, and the thing is, when you're saying, he scored in the Euros, he scored in the Champions League, he scored in the Merseyside derby.
What else you need to do? That's your career.
You've won the Premier League.
Enough man never got that. You know, as big as Gerrard is, he never won the Premiership.
I know.
You know, he looks like he's
He
going
should've
to
won
win the
everything.
Scottish League.
Again, we look at Ryan Giggs. He's never played in the Euros. Never played at the World Cup.
Yeah.
But domestically, got
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, mad.
You
It's
know,
mad. It's like I don't think in football it's going to be those case. One of the very few players get the opportunity to just win everything.
no.
You know, like just cup, Champions League, national. But I think it's countries too, because like Mbappe is going to have a good time because France are always going to be a competitive team. And
And he's
whereas
19.
Haaland,
Yeah.
will score a lot of goals for. Is it Norway? Is it?
Yeah.
But
He's
Norwegian,
Norwegian,
isn't
isn't he?
yeah. But but he's not. Norway ain't getting to a World Cup final.
No.
So it's one of those ones, isn't it?
You
But
never
I shouldn't say this.
Yeah.
Never say never.
We've seen some madness
Listen,
this season.
in my country.
You might have some. I don't even know what to say, brother. I don't even know what to say, but you never know what could happen.
What was you gonna say about Brendan? Did you get a chance to meet him?
No. Just it's a all right.
Yeah.
But no, obviously when this whole pandemic thing eases off, I'm gonna try and sneak in to the women's thing with M's and
You can't sneak nowhere.
I'm gonna try and sneak in and then the first team's training.
No, but we don't train at the same place.
Don't watch that.
Just sneak over to the next venue.
Don't watch that, man.
We're nowhere near it either.
But we can drive. We can drive. See, that's what I mean. When we finish training there, whatever, there's always an opportunity. It always comes up. I don't know how, I don't know why, and I don't know when it will be. But there's going to be an opportunity. I'll probably by M's. and just like, oh, where's the men's them training today or whatever? Come let me just.
Just go see.
And then boom, from a lick down the glass, there's the M's. We're in. From we're in, then I'm good.
Jamie Vardy party.
I'm not good. I'm good.
Yeah, man.
I'm good. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm good. From we're in the surroundings, I don't need. Everybody can go now. You put me in the place now. Let me do my thing, magic.
Trust me.
Yeah. But it'd be nice. I do miss that. I do miss the whole.
Yeah.
I miss everything.
Yeah,
Even going to the games.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? The last
atmosphere.
Actually, the last game it was with you, innit? The final, I think. The Wembley.
Yeah.
Man City Villa, innit?
Yeah, we had the
Yeah,
the food and all that.
Yeah. That's the last actual physical live game I went to. Is it?
I don't know.
Did I go? No.
But there's been no fans in the crowd.
Yeah,
That's mad because when I always watch it on the channel that has the artificial noise. When sometimes I change over and it don't sound good, bro. You know what I mean? For me, I'm just thinking, wow, how did he? But fair play to the players though.
They get on with it, don't they?
Yeah, and they still make it entertaining for us.
Yeah, 100%.
They do.
And that must be a weird one as well because they feel like a training game most times. It must be so weird.
Horrible. I did the England game, Croatia, and it was behind closed doors.
Oh yeah.
And you're just looking at it thinking, how do they actually get up for this? How do they actually?
Yeah.
It's like you say, it's a training ground.
Yeah.
It is a training ground.
Yeah.
Wow.
Feels like it's shadow play. But it's to a degree in training. Must be weird, but pay big money at that. And men's game probably slightly different to the women's because the women's different focus, different position that are at. But men's for sure must be hard to get up for certain games, especially a big man like.
But it shouldn't. But yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Liverpool. You can imagine.
Oh no, that's totally. I always said, now this season's gone. We're lucky to get 5th or 6th now. I really think if we carry on the way we are, because we're very hot and cold. We're playing today.
Listen, you're hot and cold. We're hot and cold. We're literally the
example
of hot and cold.
We're the champions, current champions.
Yeah, I thought
so you know what I mean. It's just I never thought that Van Dijk would have made such a difference. But on the back of that, the players that we have, they're filled in nicely. But because of the game structure now, and everybody's playing so much closer together without the recovery and everything, that means the man's them, the defensive midfielders who've gone in defence have done a fantastic job, and thinking, we don't need Van Dijk really. We do, but we don't need him. Because they're playing so many games, they've got injured. Yeah. So we've got no replacements for them. Do you know what I mean? And then it just, when Robinson and what's his name, Arnold there is bombing down each side, they can't do that now because they've got to be more
vigilant of that. And then also the fan effects too, like Liverpool's fans. Like it's like you got certain fan bases that literally the team.
But it works both ways. It works both ways because I don't think West Ham would be where they are if their fans were in the stadium.
Yeah, true.
Their fans
I don't think flipping Arsenal would be there where they are.
I don't think Spurs would have been playing as defensively because I think they'd have to change it because I don't think the fans would accept that block. Yeah. Let's just stay down here.
Jermaine Genius was talking about that. I remember him.
The fans have made a massive. Massive.
Yeah.
But even for Everton, fans like Everton, Man United. Man United fans before they would come out the stadium, they weren't happy with Ollie.
Trust me.
There's placards up. There's placards.
But the thing got knocked off, so they could.
So they had to be either you're going to be a keyboard warrior, or he's yelling in the wind.
I don't know. Shouting in the wind like,
at home.
Ollie.
Man's wife is taking licks for their team.
We do not condone that behaviour.
We definitely don't. But you know what I mean. You understand what I'm saying? That's not good.
Yeah.
So
drastic change.
It's mad. It's mad. Football's mad. It's crazy.
It's coming back though. It's coming back. Fans will be back and we'll be 10 years down the line. Do you remember when we had no fans in the stadium? Because we never fought. If you'd have said years ago,
that'd be stupid.
Yeah.
like don't be silly.
I'm telling you, there's going to be a time
that's
when you're going to have no
impossible.
fans in the stadium.
That's
You're gonna be like,
impossible.
"What's
For
wrong
a
with
whole
this man?"
season.
Whole season.
Season and a half, bro.
They'll
What
be
you talking about?
People won't believe it, but
Yeah.
like things like this need to happen for people to genuinely believe it, innit? So
Yeah,
that's a deep one, man. Like,
it is. It is a deep one.
especially like because you're in the female side of the game as well. I can imagine you see probably a little bit more clearer of like how the game is affected, because the men's game is skewed, isn't it? Like big money keeps things alive.
When you look at the, we're lucky as well because we're actually still because we're professional.
Yeah.
We're still allowed to train. We're still allowed to play games. We have tests and blah
Big
blah.
club. Yeah.
But when you go lower down, you go into conference. They can't train. So
Yeah.
so basically, we they brought the FA Cup back
Okay.
for the women's.
Yeah.
You're when is it that they give a date where you're allowed to go and train again, as in grassroots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When did they say what day is it? 8?
But anyway,
I can't remember what
right?
day it was.
The next day they put the FA Cup game on that you have to play at the lower level, so the beginning rounds.
Okay. Yeah.
So you've got one day to train and play a game.
Come on.
It's stupid.
Oh, right.
But we don't. But again, we don't feel that because we're still in this bubble of being able to train and blah blah.
I thought, yeah.
But when you're looking at grassroots and some of these lower clubs, their backs against the wall, mate. They're ready to just pull the plug.
That little 500 people, that 1,000 people that shows up to the game
Means a lot.
difference, yeah.
It means a hell of a lot.
does.
Me buying the burger, me buying the hot dog, this, that,
Yeah.
popcorn, having a conversation with the woman flirting with the
Yeah.
thing. It means a lot to them as well.
True.
Not
Gives
just
them that
money wise,
energy,
emotionally, interaction.
If it's a job, innit?
But
It's a
again,
job.
Biggs, it's all about the emotional side of things and having the interaction. Now she's sat at home,
Yeah.
or he's sat at home and can't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
So it's everything that goes with it.
Club staff is huge.
Oh.
Like that's one thing people don't pay attention to. Like everyone notices the team, the players, and all of that, but forget how much club
Well, the
staff.
canteen lady.
Oh Lord.
Mate.
Listen.
Been there 30 years, 50 years.
Oh.
She's
the
seen it all.
groundsman.
She's seen it all.
Yeah.
No matter how much you get paid,
Yeah, they're in
or
business.
who's gonna mob you outside the ground. When you come and see the canteen lady, she knows you like your eggs this way. Yeah, she knows you have one sugar in your tea. Yeah, or whatever, and she has that ready for you, and you're grateful for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Rio linked up with his old canteen lady. Yeah,
Is it?
from Dave,
Oh,
from when he was at West Ham or wherever
Yeah.
it was, or maybe Man United. But
I remember seeing the video
Yeah.
of Righty crying when he saw his old groundsman from
Yeah.
back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
It was his own old teacher.
teacher. That was
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Because what had happened, I think...
he got him into it, innit?
Yeah, and then someone had told him that he passed away.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Yes. And he thought you'd never see him.
Yeah.
And then he actually saw
Turn
him.
around. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh,
What are you doing here?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's,
And then, well, right, he's emotional like that.
yeah. He's emotional. Wears his heart on his sleeve, but yeah, that's.
But it's funny. That's what I'm saying. It's just the things outside the game, the things outside the game is absolutely fantastic. To be fair, yeah. The game, they get, regardless what nobody says and all the players and all the fans and everything, the whole package together. If you have a great career, yeah, you have memories for life.
Special, isn't it?
Yeah,
Special.
I feel like I've played football and I haven't.
Just because you've been around,
Because
the
of
lifestyle.
different memories, bro. It's just,
Yeah.
I do get why the whole mental health thing comes into it, into play, because when you're on that high, you are flying.
Yeah, man.
You to the moon and back.
Yeah.
But when it's low, it must be because there's certain people who don't have. I mean, like I know all your legit school friends. Do you know what I mean? And they're still around him. You know, even if it's a phone call. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure you don't see them on a daily basis, but you still keep in contact. If there's 10, you still keep in contact with 9 strong.
Yeah.
Not many people have that. You know what I mean? There's certain people who say, "Oh, but you still see Emile and that." I said, "Yeah, of course." Seriously, what? They just think I was hanging around just to get the limelight. You know what I mean? Just to.
But some people
once
do
you get
though,
that
innit?
friendship, once you get that, but it all come from the game, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel you.
No, we didn't meet in that. We didn't meet at a game, but you know, it just come from that.
But real connections, isn't it? Like it's a real connection.
Real
It's
connections.
not about.
What happened with the real connection? So let's go back to the real connection, bro.
Go on.
Let's go back to the real connection. What was it, bruv? It was on a sunny island, bruv. It was
Let's
in a
not
sunny
talk about
island.
Married.
It was on a sunny island, bruv. That's where we were. Back in the garage days. That's what we'll say from there.
Leave it there.
Back in the garage days,
Garage
mate.
days.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Oi, what's going on? Mopeds, all that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a
No insurance.
no insurance.
Yeah.
That's for the part 2 book.
Yeah.
We'll get mentioned in the part 2 book.
You got to pay for those stories.
Oh.
You got to pay for those ones. And it maybe premium.
Yeah, some of them stories might even. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So listen, are we gonna wrap up this thing here?
Yeah. Because I know
We've got to
got
go.
to make moves,
We
but
gotta go.
we're gonna. This is the second
Listen.
time. Hopefully, there'll maybe.
Listen,
part
I said
3.
this is 2 or 50.
Yeah.
So,
Maths is-
don't long it out.
Nah.
You know what I mean? We'll keep it short and spicy, mate.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Until the next time.
But I'm glad that you bring up the aspect of the female side of the game. I think that's really important.
I think it's
right
more.
now.
I think it's becoming more prevalent, and what it is for far too long. Obviously, I got 3 girls as well, so.
Yeah,
But for
yeah.
far too long, we have the options to do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, there's a girl that wants to do it as well.
Mhm.
Is she gonna be? Is it any good though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
you hear a
then-
boy's got half a little piece of ability.
But
It's
then,
like,
yeah, exactly.
know.
But then, where is the girls' entry point?
Mm.
Let's have stuff for women and girls to be able to do their things, because it's not easy for a girl. It's not every girl can that come into the boys' environment and say, yeah, I'm gonna tough it out with them.
Mm.
But why can't they just have why can't we build an environment for them to actually enjoy, and if it doesn't have to be professional, it doesn't have to be anything other than just an enjoyment and keeping fit and the social aspect of things and all that. And that's what I think is the next step, but at the lower level of building something where the girls, and it's not just all right, the girls go and play some netball, go and play some tennis. Well, why can't they play rugby?
Yeah.
Why can't they go and do a bit of football?
Bit of
Why
wrestling,
can't we?
do
Yeah.
your thing.
But again, it's the social side of things, because it brings a lot of people. Football, we don't realise football brings everyone together.
It does.
You can have a war in one country with another country, but then when they play football together, it's like that.
Yeah,
They
man.
just go and
Neutral
play.
ground.
That neutral ground.
They go and play. They go
Oh.
and hug each other.
Yeah.
After shake each other's hand, and
After
then they go
the
about this.
Yeah, go back to the yeah, back to the normal.
But it brings them all together. So
Yeah.
within sports, you can actually do so much good, especially at the whatever level it is, but especially at the grassroots level or the kids level. Just bringing people together and enjoying playing and staying fit and healthy, especially in the time that we are in now.
Yeah, massively. I mean, I like how you brought up entry point. That's huge.
Yeah.
Because like once you have an entry point, because I think back the young boys, it's grassroots, it's after school football, PE, something.
You have
And then you get a
everything.
coach who says, "Oi, come down to a training session." And 2-2s now you're in. So yeah, for females it's like, if you usher away from that chat, where did they ever come into the game? So yeah,
There's no entry point for them, to be honest, when you look at it.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah,
good.
we need to recreate that. But
Alright.
Ems, it's
That's
always,
it.
always a pleasure. Yeah.
Alright, kid.
It's a pleasure.
You don't need to clean up your act now.
Nah, just me.
You good? We good on this one, yeah?
Just me, yeah, man.
You look half clean today anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
it's early. It's earlier than we usually shoot. So everybody
get
fresh.
Crossed out
So
the
we
eye
even
and
put
that.
our makeup. Is it? Aye. All right, good. Until the next time, bruv. Well, the next time is gonna be it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna catch jokes. Hopefully, I ain't gonna say nothing.
No, we're in Tuesday. That's all.
Yeah. Until the next time,
Yeah,
bruv.
man.
Been a pleasure. Win, lose or draw.
Mm-hmm.
Do all that stuff. I'm not gonna say, if you hear me say that word,
Hi guys.
bruv, don't say that again. I told you already. I think I can reach you from this.
This one.
Yeah. So, like, subscribe, and share, please. Put them up in the corners.
Yeah, man.
And all the rest of it. We're just building this thing. I've been getting a lot of feedback. Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, always.
Getting a lot of love on both sides and whatever else. So yeah, listen, I'm not in here. Everybody says, "Oh, how come the views?" You gotta get. It ain't about getting a million views.
Listen.
It's all about slow and steady, because you don't know what we're doing, bruv. Yeah. So just the ones that are tuning in, I know who you are, because I get texts and all the rest of it, inboxes. You know what I mean? And same way as free, because we got mutual friends and obviously different friends of different generations and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's all good. And thank Thank you very much again, Mr. Ems, for blessing it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Same time next week. See you again.
Peace and love, people.
Out.
Done.